we had a little battery issue. I apologize.
Yeah.
But we were on a roll here. Sometimes when air comes and talks.
Yeah, I was just saying off of this device, because you see our conversation just continues, and even if we're not on this recorder, but it was beautiful. Every time Aya comes, we all learn something.
Yeah.
It's usually very important. I love listening to Aya. I do. I love when he talks about all the different things about eternity and stuff, because it kind of takes your perspective off-world at that point. And you're like, wait a minute. Well, this is beautiful information, and Aya, if I were to add anything to this, it would be that once you add what Terrans will be capable of someday soon, just removing the toxins out of your environment and changing your world is going to change humanity, because your programmed ceilings and walls that are holding you down right now mentally are going to begin to erode and eventually fade.
Yeah.
And as you get healthier, humanity will begin to respark itself, and your DNA will begin to be properly intertwined and will untwine? Yes, untwine.
And the different DNA strands that were originally placed inside of your body, remember that you have a crystalline type of body, your higher self, okay? And inside that higher self are different forms of DNA, like Lyran or Anunnaki or...
there's going to come a day when you won't even need to eat. You'll have to sip a little water and eat certain types of energy, like what we do in the fourth dimension. Our food is essentially different forms of energy, but these are construct energies anyhow that exist on your planet. When you sit down and have a steak, remember the old Matrix thing? I know it's telling my brain it's this beautiful, juicy steak, but it's not really there.
It's not really there.
Oh, it is. It's there in that reality, made up of things from that reality, so that you can create additional realities. That's why everything you do can interact with other spirits and beings, because this reality remains even if you do not. So you can come back so you can bury a treasure chest filled with treasure and then pass away and then leave this matrix for 1,000 years and then say, you know what, I want to go back and get that treasure chest. And then you come back and you reincarnate on this planet, and you remember that later on when you awaken your knowledge, which happens at a certain age between mid-childhood and early adulthood. So Father's like, hands off with children from now on. When you become a child, Father wants you to be a child.
And because you have that crystalline structure, your initial higher self can project out that DNA that was programmed into you. So people say, well, how do you get to connect with all these beings? Because part of their DNA belongs inside of your crystalline higher self. And once you understand that, you can connect to different points of energy. You can connect to different beings out in the universe. You can connect to Father, our divine creator. You can connect to him.
Yeah, you can connect to him, Capitan.
And he notices that you're able to do these other things. And he's like, my, what a smart kid that one is. Simon, remember what we just talked about?
Yeah. I'm sorry. I get a little jittery sometimes. I've had some problems.
Yeah, I know. Focus, Simon. Focus and release.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's better.
Sometimes as we've told you guys before, when these
sometimes they tie me up, make me watch awful movies. I just can't take it anymore.
Simon, release it, Simon. You have all the power. You're in the fourth dimension.
Okay.
Okay?
Yeah.
If they're tying you up again, who has the power over them?
I do.
You do.
Yeah.
Okay, so you can release it at any time.
Okay.
See, they cast these little things on him, and it agitates him. But he's been a spirit who has come to us at Homeland for healing.
Yeah, he was tormented for a long time, so we're working on him. And believe it or not, A lot of us started out this way. So I mean, the fourth dimension, unfortunately, we're surrounded by tormented spirits.
Yeah.
So every now and then, some of them we hear them, and we'll send out like a little group of us to go. We have like little trained groups that go out to retrieve some of these spirits. And believe me, it's an occupation that we love, because we're helping other beings. And this is going on Terra as well, and people don't realize it, that there are groups of spirits that are in torment, and they need to get out, and we're starting to free even them. And that's the beautiful thing.
I can hear them when they're crying out in the fourth dimension, and I will often tell these guys where I heard it. I get an image of some, I don't know, whatever's going on in the fourth dimension, and I send them over there to go and get them. Because some of them are just humans that have passed on, and then they get lured outside and they don't know where they are.
Yeah, and they get sort of stuck.
Yep.
It happens all the time to all kinds of spirits, especially now with the whole system being just topsy-turvy.
Yeah.
And you know that there's going to be souls that are going to kind of occasionally fall through the cracks, especially in between energy pulses and things that are going on. Think about it. The whole planet of Terra is being flash fried here right now with some of this pulsing that's going on. Believe me, they're trying to get rid of all these dark beings, and if you haven't noticed a more positive shift lately, do you notice that the bliss level seems to have been upped a little bit on our end? Maybe we needed a little tweak? Because lately I've noticed that, especially on this planet when I'm channeling through Michael, that there are some really just moments of just pure bliss. You know, like especially if you sit out in the sun a little bit.
Yeah.
Holy cow, man.
Yeah. So that things are changing. Maybe they're not changing as fast as most people want them to happen. And I'm guilty of it too. But
you're all adjusting.
We're adjusting.
And you need that little extra time, I think, to adjust. Because they are tweaking with the Matrix right now. And they're trying to literally, if you look at the lower dimensions, most of them are all on fire, some of them. I mean, as far as harmonically speaking, energetically speaking, it's literally like you need to steam vegetables. So what do? You put a pot on the boil, and then you put the steamer on top of the steaming, water.
Yeah.
Because some of your lower dimensions are literally on fire with the higher frequencies that are going on right now. So, all the energy then starts underneath like a boiling pot of water, and the steam rises much faster. So, and over time, you're adapting to the water, you know what I mean? So, but they're trying their best to fix it all. And this is one of the ways to get rid of all the darkness too, because they're literally boiling them out of existence. And these darker beings are like, and they just fade away.
But I'm just going to tell you, this is what you wanted, and you challenged the Creator's authority.
I mean, come on, man.
Come on, you
dumb idiots. I get the definition of stupid. Telling the Creator how it's going to be. Okay? I don't freaking think so. Father will be Father. Will be Father. Someday soon.
We warned them years ago. Well, they're like, oh, you think Father's coming here? He's too busy. And you guys can go back and listen to some of those videos.
No, definitely. Yeah, they believe that they could continue various versions of this reality on you for basically ever.
Yeah,
and they were going to recycle you. And they actually had another matrix. Listen to this. They actually had another matrix that was designed to catch people who thought they got out of the matrix through religion and that they ascended to heaven. And then what they did was they recycled them back to the lowest plane of existence through hell. Wasn't that nice? Wasn't that... So your soul couldn't even leave the matrix if you tried. It's sort of like a hot air balloon rising up, and there's all these different clouds above it, and you're trying to get above the clouds, but you pass through one, and then you're still under another, and you're like, yay, we made it out of the clouds. Yeah, they were... Oh, the things they were going to do to you people, let me tell you. All of that's being brought down now. Along with their current system, along with their current electronic system, there's going to be a lot of changes in technology very soon because, stand by, I do think you're going to see some big security crashes going on. I think you're going to see a lot of stuff being wiped. Oh yeah, it's going to be interesting, everybody, because the quantum financial system's just about here.
Yeah. So... We thought we'd have this little conversation this morning with you.
Yeah, we did.
We want to give you hope, but we just want to tell you the reality
hope.
of the things that are coming out now in the media.
Yeah, the reality.
Some of it's true and some of it's not. So you have to be a judge and use your discernment and wisdom.
A judge.
It's the repeater guy.
What?
You do that all the time.
I'm the repeater guy.
Yeah.
I do that all the time.
Yeah, he does.
I do.
This is another issue from beings that have suffered under other, dominated by other beings.
Suffered.
So they have these personalities that repeat certain things.
Yeah, I gotta repeat stuff.
Yeah.
And that has to form my thoughts in the repeating.
Yes.
But I'm getting better.
You are. He doesn't repeat as much. He actually can hold conversations.
Yeah.
So
conversations sometimes beyond the repetition.
these are some of the souls that have passed. These are former Terran souls that have passed and have suffered torture and from other darker entities that took them.
Yeah. They took us.
Did we rescue you?
Yeah. You did a long time ago.
Were you one of the ones in the well?
Yeah. Yeah, in the well.
Yeah.
It's a long way down.
Yeah.
It's dark down there.
Very dark down there.
And that's like echo. Hello, hello, hello.
I could hear you guys.
And then that's how I started repeating things. Yeah.
Well.
They called me Echo for a while.
Oh, you're Echo too. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, it's the same person.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
The repeater guy and Echo. All right.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt.
No, you're doing okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, see, guys, this is the stuff that you don't know anything about, that your Bible has stopped you from learning about.
Yeah, I mean, sometimes it's probably good in a way. I mean, don't get me wrong, it's kind of creepy and weird sometimes. But these are a lot of the kind of truths that you guys have missed out on because you've all been programmed and you were never able to open your mind to the higher frequencies. Well, now you're being forced to do it. Fathers, turn up the harmonics on this planet. I mean, I've seen points as high as 70, 80 hertz that is like almost twice the size of the original 0 to 40. Think about what is going on. Everyone's being pushed upwards.
Yeah.
Everyone. And there are some that just won't be able to handle it because they're dark beings. And they're just going to start falling off the wayside, dropping dead. I mean, all kinds of things are going to happen to these beings. Because some of this has to just happen over time, people. It's not like they're going to go round everyone up. No, they're just going to make the atmosphere so unbearable for them. At some point, they're either going to drop dead or voluntarily find some dark hole to crawl in.
Yeah. And some of them have been preaching about the Bible and Christ.
Yeah,
And now they're starting to feel the effects of their manipulation upon you all.
Yeah.
And they're feeling quite sick right now.
Yeah, feeling sick.
So, guys, with that,
I think with that, we want to once again thank all of you that take the time, energy, love, and occasional few dollars in our direction. We're deeply grateful for everything that you bring to the table. And there's more that we're going to be serving up when the ancients speak again. Thank you, blessings, love, and light, and have a most wondrous day.